As you can see, Steve has some visitors. Who do you have down there, Steve?
We certainly do, Dave. We have a lot of the media team from Coventry Blaze here who've travelled up for the weekend. We'll get everybody to introduce themselves again, because you know I'm terrible with names.
I'm Pete.
Replay Rob.
Karen.
There you go. So Pete, Rob and Karen. Guys, firstly, how did you travel up here for the weekend?
Travelled up today, left Coventry at about 9:15. A few stops on the way, and we're staying in Perth, and arrived about 4:30.
And what have you made of the game so far before we talk about everything else?
I think 1-0 is probably, Dundee deserve a lead. Too many mistakes from the Blaze. But, I mean, Blaze, they didn't take the chances perhaps they should do. The two new guys have played well, though, so I think there's plenty of goals in them. They just need to cut out the mistakes.
And what do you think, Karen?
Well, the first goal, when Canton took him into the boards, minute 10, it was really 4-on-4, and that wraparound was gorgeous that Dundee did. And they're doing really good of screening whenever we have a chance. We just can't find a lane.
And Rob, I don't know what you can add to this. Of course, 2 comments in hard, but have you got anything to say?
Ryan Stewart, as always, being an absolutely wonderful netminder, saving 13 out of 14 shots against him. The rest of the team have gone up. The only thing they can really do better is crash the net more. Crash the net, get somebody in front of the netminder, and you can get one past.
Now let's talk more about Clean Cut Sports. Of course, you're wearing the jacket, and what you guys do, for anybody that doesn't know, down in Coventry.
Well, we do all the video content for the Blaze. Have done, this is our 6th season now, I think. Rob came on board with us about 2 years or so ago, and basically for the webcast, we have Karen on the main camera. We also have Michael, who does our second camera. Unfortunately, Michael's been poorly for the last week or so, hasn't been able to travel this weekend, so we wish him a speedy recovery. Rob does all of our replays, hence Replay Rob on Twitter. Does the graphics as well. So basically, we're one half of the webcast team. We also have Stu and Ed on comms, and neither of which unfortunately could be here this weekend. So yeah, that's essentially it. I generally firefight. My good lady Jane sits at home offering support, webcast support, helping out anybody with issues, and trying to get them going if they need to, if they want to watch the webcast. And
some clubs don't agree with the webcast idea, but in terms of how important that is to a club, overall an organisation, Karen, how big is the webcast situation for the Blaze?
On a good night, we'll probably have 100 plus subscribers, but a good deal of those will typically be away people that can't make it to a game and they want to support their team, like Dundee. They would, come in and subscribe to our webcast to see a game.
And Rob, how cool is that, as part of the team putting that together, that people who are far away and can't go to the game get to enjoy the action like everybody else?
I think it's fantastic that we get the people who can't travel 300 miles to watch their team get a chance to watch their team on the road, cheer them on via Twitter. They can join in the conversation with the commentators. It's just a shame that all clubs don't do it.
Yeah, in terms of all the clubs not doing it, I mean, the financial gain that the clubs get from these webcasts is quite significant, isn't it, really?
I think there's obviously your Nottinghams and your Braeheads that don't. And obviously, they've got their own business models, and we as a business totally understand that. For teams like Coventry, and I'm sure it's the same for Dundee, it's an absolutely vital revenue stream. It's across the 35 games in a season, the amount of revenue that it goes all back into the club. It's so important to them, and we're proud to be part of that and helping that work, making that work.
Now I'll ask you all what you think the final score will be tonight, and also how many points you think the Blaze are going to collect this weekend in Scotland.
On the evidence of the first period, they won't score any points. Final score tonight, if they don't up the game and cut out the mistakes, they'll lose 4-1.
Wow, that's quite a prediction. In terms,
I'd say they'd lose 4-1.
In terms of the overall weekend, how many points would you be happy the Blaze collecting?
I'd be happy with 4. Realistically, I think they'll get 2. So we'll see.
Rob, are you a bit more optimistic on this? A 4-1 defeat, we're getting a prediction here, and that's going to go in the highlights package.
That's only if they don't cut out the mistakes. If they keep making the mistakes, then Dundee will score. Simple as that.
If the Blaze jump out of the gates go firing hard, then I reckon they could probably squeeze a 2-1 win out of tonight. I'd be happy with any points from this weekend, but of course the best case scenario would be 6.
I love my team. I love my team. Go Blue. So I totally believe that Stuart's going to be yelling with them back in the locker room right now, firing them up, and they're going to come out. Klotz is probably going to, sock somebody to get everybody going again, and then I say 3-1. We're going to come out and just fire it up, and we're going to win, and we're going to have lots of points from this weekend.
Well, I will say on your coach, he is one of the nicest guys I've dealt with. Certainly after last weekend when we got blanked for an interview from Paul Thompson. A real gentleman Danny Stewart was tonight. But can we plug anything for Clean Cut Sports next webcast? How people can get in contact with you guys on Twitter and Adrian?
Yeah, at Clean Cut Sports is the Twitter handle. At Blaze TV Live on the game night. Our next game next Saturday, Cardiff Devils. That's always a very well subscribed game. We always enjoy the visit of Cardiff. A busy month of December as well, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, check out Clean Cut Sports. We do, that's for sure, when the Stars are in town with them. And thank you very much to you all. Have a great weekend. Thanks very much for chatting to us.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for having us.